I can tell you that this is a very big case and a lot of people are looking at it, but here's the deal. 7 Oxford personnel, teachers, security, counselors, they want the judge to throw out this multi-million-dollar civil lawsuit brought by the victims. So the judge is going to have to figure out and discuss actually it's called governmental immunity. But what does that really mean? It means, first of all, that whatever these teachers did, were they grossly negligent? And whatever they did or didn't do, did that was it the reason for the death? Now, here's a little bit about what happened in court this morning.
Here, the defendant was in no position to see that Ethan's continued attendance at school would result in his murderous rampage.
Attorney Tim Mullins represents the 7 Oxford personnel. He says the concept of governmental immunity doesn't allow them to be sued.
Here, the facts, legal and factual, establish that plaintiff's injuries were caused by Ethan Crumbley.
But attorney Ven Johnson, who represents 5 families, victims of the November 2021 shooting at Oxford High School, says that the jury should be allowed to determine if Oxford teachers, counselors, and others were grossly negligent despite governmental immunity.
For this court today to rule that the Government Tort Liability Act precludes us from filing this lawsuit would be, in our opinion, respectfully, under the law, error.
And sometimes the arguments got a little heated.
I don't care.
Okay. Well,
I really don't. It's not
it's
about
important.
me.
No. It's important to know.
Mr. Johnson,
yes,
it's not about me. It's not about you, sir. It's not about Mr. Mullins. It's not.
I was doing my thing and she was doing her thing. Welcome to real live courtroom. And that's what we do.
Judge Mary Ellen Brennan right there. Ven Johnson trying to make a point that there's a case that should allow the jury to consider this whole issue of governmental immunity, gross negligence, all that legal stuff. It's very complicated, but that is the issue. The reason we have it, by the way, no decision yet, but the reason we have governmental immunity is that we want to protect the taxpayers. Because if there's a big judgment against the school district, who's going to pay it?
People paying for the schools.
People, and the schools could close down.
But then someone, as the argument goes, needs to be held accountable. And it's an interesting argument. You could see, the defense attorney saying, these employees did not put the gun in the child's hand, yet we know the gun was in the bag in the office where he was and no one checked it.
With the counselors
with other people and several problems. A lot of people dropped the ball.
And days before the
writings,
the drawings, and the video game, the drawings, all that stuff. But likely the legislature is probably going to have to deal with some element of governmental immunity, despite what this judge does in this case. I can tell you either way, however this judge decides, it's going to go up on appeal for the appellate courts. But there's no decision today. The judge said she would make her decision soon.
And it could be precedent setting, really.
It could be. Yes, it could be.
So it's a big deal. All right, Charlie, thank you.